Shane van Gisbergen just drove one of the best races of his life. He gave up the lead with 24 laps to go. He came out of the pits in 24th place, nearly 30 seconds behind the leader. Then he made up every single one of those spots in 17 laps. He crossed the line first, won. He won, and somehow none of it was enough. On May 10, 2026, SVG turned 37 years old. His mates spent the day before the race giving him grief about getting old. Then he went out and put on a performance that left the entire field with nothing to say. Watkins Glen was not a clean, comfortable win. SVG had the lead and then lost it. He pitted on lap 76 and came out in 24th place. The gap to the front was 29 seconds. At that point, most people thought the race was done for him. You do not make up 29 seconds in a NASCAR Cup race with 24 laps to go. It does not happen. SVG did it in 17 laps. Without a caution helping him close the gap. Pure pace, pure skill, pure dominance. He passed 23 drivers one by one and crossed the finish line in first. Trackhouse Racing owner Justin Marks said that SVG is a driver at a level that NASCAR has never seen before on road courses. That is not a hot take. That is what the Ace shows. That win was his 7th Cup Series victory. It tied him with Chase Elliott for the most road and street course wins among active drivers. His win percentage, top 5 percentage, and laps led percentage on road and street circuits already tower over Jeff Gordon, Tony Stewart, and Elliott. Analysts have started comparing his level of dominance to Juan Manuel Fangio's control of Formula One in the 1950s. Teams no longer just react to the race leader. They build their entire pit strategy around what SVG does specifically. And after all of that, he is one bad race from missing the chase entirely. Here is where the story gets complicated. Because the win that should have changed everything did not work the way it used to, go back to last year. SVG showed up to Mexico City for the inaugural race at Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez, and he won it. That single win punched his playoff ticket automatically. It did not matter where he finished for the rest of the regular season, he was in. That rule was called win and in. He did not stop at one win. He went on to win 3 more road and street course races before the regular season ended. He made the playoffs. He came within a round of the championship 4. It all started with one win locking him in before summer. This year, NASCAR removed the win and in rule completely. There is no more automatic playoff entry. Every driver, no matter how many times they win, has to earn their spot through points. When SVG crossed the finish line at Watkins Glen this season, his win did not secure anything. It added points to his tally and moved him 3 spots up the standings. That is the full value of one of the greatest individual drives of the 2026 season. 3 positions in the standings, he won the race. He still has to survive 14 more races to make the chase. After Watkins Glen, SVG sits 16th in the points. That is the very last chase spot. There are 16 drivers who make the chase, and right now SVG is holding the final one. His points total is 283. Chase Briscoe is right behind him in 17th with 277. That is a 6-point gap. 6 points is almost nothing in NASCAR. A pit road speeding penalty costs more than that. A caution that catches you at the wrong moment can wipe that buffer out in a single lap. 6 points is the thinnest possible margin a driver can have at this stage of the season, and the pressure does not stop at Briscoe. Joey Logano is 38 points back in 18th. Legay 3-time Cup Series champion. He knows exactly how to hunt down a points lead. He is not going away quietly. SVG cannot look to his teammates for help either. Ross Chastain is 19th in points. Connor Zilisch is 32nd. Trackhouse Racing as a whole is struggling away from road courses. Justin Marks said there was some light at the end of the tunnel after Texas, but Chastain and Zilisch qualifying in the top 20 at that race, while SVG was 30th, tells you everything you need to know about where the team's oval program sits right now. This is not a situation where the team finds a sudden breakthrough and lifts all 3 cars. SVG has to do this by himself, one race at a time. Remember that charge at Watkins Glen? 23 positions in 29 seconds, erased in 17 laps without a caution? That is exactly the kind of drive SVG needs every single week from here. Not one highlight. 14 of... And here's the problem with that plan. Of the 14 races left in the regular season, 12 are on oval tracks. One is a road course, one is a street circuit. SVG has built his entire NASCAR career on road and street course excellence. Ovals are where he is still learning the sport at 37 years old. He said it himself after Texas Motor Speedway 2 weeks before Watkins Glen. I feel like I went backward a bit going to Texas. It's a track I haven't been to much, and I've still got so much to learn there. He qualified 30th at Texas. Finishes like that damage a points standing very quickly, but the numbers tell a more hopeful story than the headlines do. SVG's average driver rating on ovals is up 6.3 points in 2026 compared to his career marks before this season. At short tracks specifically, he is up 12.5 points. At drafting-style superspeedways, his driver rating is up a massive 21.4 points. He had 4 top 15 finishes in his first 6 oval races this year. That kind of quiet consistency is what has kept him inside that 16th spot. He is not going to win on an oval. But if he can keep stacking top 10s and top 15s while the road courses get closer on the calendar, he stays alive. Every week he survives on the ovals is another week closer to his best chance. On June 21st, NASCAR goes to San Diego for the brand new street circuit at Naval Base Coronado. It is the first NASCAR Cup Series race ever held in San Diego. 1 week later, on June 28th, the series heads to Sonoma Raceway for the annual California Road Course race. 2 road courses in 7 days. SVG will be the betting favorite at both of them. NASCAR's own analysis identified San Diego and Sonoma as his 2 highest leverage races left in the regular season. Leverage means how much one result can swing his chase odds up or down. Win at San Diego and his points cushion grows significantly. Finish outside the top 10 and the drivers hunting him start closing fast. The formula looks simple on paper. Win or finish top 5 at both San Diego and Sonoma. Stack enough top 10s on the ovals before and after to protect the buffer. Make the chase. But if SVG fails to deliver a major result at least one of those road courses, his odds collapse quickly. Not gradually, quickly. Because once June 28th passes, there are no more road courses left in the regular season. Just oval tracks stretching to the end of the summer, and a 6-point lead that could be gone by lap 5 of any one of them. He is the best road course driver in NASCAR history, possibly the best in Cup Series history. And his entire season rides on 2 races 6 weeks from now. This time last year, SVG was building toward his best NASCAR stretch ever. He won in Mexico City and was automatically locked into the playoffs. He then won 3 more road and street courses in the regular season. He entered the playoffs with momentum and came 1 round short of the championship 4. This year he has won at Watkins Glen, which by any measure was a more impressive individual performance than anything he did in 2025. He made up more positions over a longer gap in less time. He has improved on ovals. He has 7 Cup wins, tied with Elliott for the most among active road course specialists. The only track that has ever looked like a weakness for him is the Circuit of the Americas, but none of that history protects those 6 points. The chase format changed. The win meant less, and SVG is now in a position where the driver, who the entire field builds its strategy around, is fighting to avoid elimination by the smallest margin in the standings. SVG said after Watkins Glen, "I really want to earn my way in this year. I know that we need to get a lot better as a team, and I still need to improve a lot as a driver. 14 races left, 6 points of breathing room, 12 ovals he is still learning, 2 road courses that have to go perfectly. And behind him, Briscoe and Logano are not watching from a safe distance. They are 6 and 38 points back. Both have oval programs that are stronger than SVG's right now. Both know exactly what is at stake. This is not a quiet points battle happening in the background. This is a direct hunt, and SVG is the target every single week. He won the race, he drove like a legend, and he is still in crisis. That is exactly what this video told you from the start. Shane Van Gisbergen won at Watkins Glen. His season is still hanging by 6 points. San Diego on June 21st and Sonoma on June 28th are now the two most important races of his NASCAR career. If those 2 weeks go wrong, there is no road course left to save him. The ovals will finish what the new format started. The season is not over, but it is closer to the edge than any win should leave it.